All right, Shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors unto my apostles and elders, a great millstone. Peace and safety to all the sincere Akim that's out here pushing this word in truth and in all sincerity. Shalom. Shalom to the sincere sisters that are tuning in as well. Okay? I want to do this lesson, Lord willingly, is edifying, dealing with a post/article that I saw earlier that you're probably seeing on the screen as I'm speaking. Dealing with the fact that, bear with me 1 second, pulling up for my own visuals. It says the U.S. military rated as weak and may not be able to win one war as tensions grow with China and Russia. So, you know, I saw this post, and of course, you know, my mind. Sorry, I got something in my tooth. You know, mine went to racing. You know, you see something like this, you know, your mind starts to race with, you know, different scriptures, different that come to mind, different conversations I've had in the past, you know, and so on and so forth. So then I go to the comments of this, and, you know, in the comments of this post on Say Cheese, which, if you're not familiar, I'm surprised if I can't. I mean, you know, everybody don't know the same things, but Say Cheese is a popular urban outlet, a media outlet, and so you would have understand that the typical fan of that page is going to be niggas, man. You know, your typical, you know, socioeconomic background niggas that like certain low vibrational music. You know, just keep it in 100. You know, excuse me. But the point of it all is, getting back to the point, is within the comments you read, it's hella niggas or people, like I said, mainly niggas, but people talking shit. Like, oh, this is cap. Oh, this is a lie. You know, you believe this, you're fucking insane. You know, the military, America's military is the strongest military and updated military there is in the world. These are just comments that I'm just spewing off that I remember reading. And people even were in the comments saying this is fake news. So I Googled it. Hey, 144. All praise Yahweh Shemi Yahushai. So I Googled just that caption from the picture, from that media outlet, Say Cheese. And, you know, it took me to the New York Post, right? And the New York Post, same thing. The U.S. military rated as weak, may not be able to win one war as tensions grow with China and Russia. So you read into it, they're speaking on it. And then I found out that this report is according to the Heritage Foundation, right? So then I just, like I said, just building upon my thoughts in this lesson, which we're going to get some scriptures, but just to show you, like, I'm building upon this to show you that this is not some Glenn Beck, Alex Jones opinion, okay? This is not the opinion of some fairy Edomites, man. All right. So then, like I said, I researched the Heritage Foundation. This is a serious foundation. It's a conservative foundation. They have 500,000 members. They have internships. Like, so I'm like, if anybody was going to say this, or even to say this, brings shame to, because these are conservatives. See, conservatives are typically, see, when you think about your United States military, your thoughts of a quintessential military American soldier, right? As I'm even speaking this, your mind is building an Edomite in your head. And that Edomite is from the South and he's conservative. All right? He's from the South and he's conservative. You don't think of your top American soldiers. Oh, he's a liberal and he's in this, that, and the third. And he's from, no disrespect to any place per se, but really fuck this place. But you get what I'm saying is you ain't thinking about no top level Edomite soldier being from fucking Kansas, or not even Kansas. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, give me a place. Philadelphia. Your quintessential Edomite male is not coming from New York City. Okay? This is the truth. All right? So my point of saying all of that is, you don't think that it would bother these Edomites to express the fact that the United States military is weak? There's no flex in it for them. Okay? But you know what? That's why in the spirit, you proud to be an American ass fake niggas, man, out here. That's why y'all gonna be the first ones to get letters in the news, letters in the mail telling you to report your ass to the local base because your ass got drafted, man. All this on the knees and gawking the American military that you niggas do, man. You niggas drop to your knees and gawk at the American military in the name of they have superpowers and nobody can touch the American military and blase. Just get into fucking shit talking. Y'all gonna be the ones that's gonna get shipped off, man. Fight for what you believe in. So this is what the New York Post says. We're gonna hit some scriptures, but this is just reporting the news. It gets to a point. See the scriptures, Joel, the 3rd chapter should come to your mind, right? Revelation 17, Revelation 18, Jeremiah 50, Jeremiah 51. These chapters should just come to your mind when you think about the military and war, okay? But reading this, and that's a spirit, man. Old timer. I ain't gonna be disrespectful, but an old timer Jake with the military hats on, man. You niggas have this obsession and weird faith in the military. Okay? Reading this article, a little bit of this article, says the U.S. military may not be able to win one war, let alone two, as the Pentagon struggles to keep its forces equipped against a potential threat from China and Russia. And according to a new report on an American military strength. And then one thing I read that I was like, you people are stupid, man. One person said, oh, Russia's struggling with Ukraine. Russia doesn't want to blow Ukraine off the fucking map. Okay? Really, they need to coin this Russian-Ukrainian war. This is a civil war. Okay? You're not going to, your first thought is to not bring great destruction down the road. Okay? But you think that Russia feels that same way about America? But here it is on the flip side. Just the other day, Elon Musk, who a lot of y'all out here say is the brilliant, smartest man ever, said that Russia could destroy America in less than 30 minutes. But again, you niggas are you learn to realize a lot of the shit that these people speak is out of pure fear and ignorance. They have their heads, they have their heads in the sand. So what else are they going to support? You niggas can't go nowhere else. That's why you niggas is going to be the first ones to be shipped the fuck off, man. You're going to be shipped off to the Middle East with cowboy boots and Nerf guns, okay? It says the Pentagon struggles to keep its forces equipped. According to a new report reading on, it says years of underfunding and poorly defined priorities have led the military to become weak relative to the forces needed to defend national interests on a global stage. And this is another key point. Let me just get this in the scriptures. All right. This is Joel 3:9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And this is what this article is saying. Nobody is saying that the American military is a pushover. Understand that. See, this is another thing about reporting the news. It's also, we're news. We're reporting the news from a spiritual aspect. And it's important to also have a point of keeping your emotions out of the mix too. Because sometimes you can let your emotions get the best of you, or you could speak from a point of not really, I don't want to say emotions, but you're speaking from a point of bias, or from a point that's not credible, I guess I could say, in the spirit. Because see, Jacob be like, Esau is a pushover, or he's weak, or he ain't shit, or he's this, or he that. And that's not the truth. All right. He ain't no pushover. He ain't weak. The Lord set this man up. The Lord set this man up. So again, this whole energy of as which he don't got no strength. No, the Lord gave this man strength. He has great strength. Okay. So when it's speaking here of weak, they are weak in relative to what's going on around them. All right. Let me read that. Now let's read this again. It's Joel 3:10. And it says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. So you have all of these individuals that are around them that were once weak are now strong. Does that make sense? It's not the same. Like, this ain't 100 years ago. This is nowhere near 100 years ago. Okay? See, when you read the scriptures and you read about World War I and World War II, we were talking about this at camp a few weeks ago. The technology that increased from World War, you got to understand, the Wright brothers invented flying planes. What? Maybe, I don't want to look it up for time's sake, but the Wright brothers created flying in the turn of the century, in the early 1900s. So it went from the wobbly planes that they were creating to maybe 10 years later, 10, 15, 20 years later at the most. I don't even want to say that much. You had World War I, where they had fighter planes, to World War II, to here we are today. Do you understand? Like, and I'm saying all that to say too, that during those wars, see, America was whooping everybody's ass. Okay? America whooped all those countries' ass. So it was a point, that's what made America great. There was no competition. See, at one point, America had this thing hook, line, and sink to a point where you niggas wasn't, if you was in America in the early 1900s, the 1920s, 30s, 40s, you weren't riding around and it wasn't no Mercedes Benzes and BMWs. Your ass was in an American-made vehicle. Your ass had American-made appliances. Your washer and dryer, your radio, your TV, whatever the fuck you had, your car parts, all that shit was made in America because there were no other options. But that's not the so anymore. Okay? These other countries have stepped up. This shit is like looking like the NBA. All right? These other teams they're other NBA teams, all right? This ain't the LA Lakers going against some fucking local town high school 12-minute quarters. Yeah, if you put the LA Lakers, if you put LeBron and the Lakers against goddamn a local high school basketball team, yeah, they might beat them 1 million points to 6. You understand? But in the spirit, that's not what this is anymore. These weak nations ain't weak no more. All right? Hey, 144. They got some stuff. All right? So again, let's see. And it says, verse 11, it says, assemble yourselves and come all ye heathens and gather yourselves together round about, whether whether cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be weakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the nations. All the heathens round about. And that's what this is all about. That valley over there. What is it with between the what is that? The Black Sea, right? Is it the Black Sea and the the Black Sea and the Euphrates, or the Black Sea and the Red Sea? That space over there, right? That's Satan, man. I know this. But in the spirit, I know it's in that region over there, the valley of Jehoshaphat and the hill of the troops, Armageddon, that whole area over there. All right, the Saudi Arabian peninsula, that area. That's where that judgment's gonna go down. Okay. But the Lord's not just gonna send America, because America wouldn't be afraid. See, America's gonna meet its match. And another thing, as I'm closing this up, I want to say, a lot of people got this misconception about America going to war. When America goes to war, according to biblical prophecy, America is not just going to be fighting against its enemies. See, America is the whore that the scripture speaks about. And the scriptures say that the beast shall hate the whore. Okay? Those 7 heads, France, what is it? You got the 7 heads and the 10 horns. Those 7 heads being the pillars of the Edomite kingdom. You got the Romans, the Greeks, the Romans, the Greeks, the Spanish, the French, the British. All right, Germania Major, Germania Minor. I believe that's 7. All right, all of those countries in their modern time, which is the EU, all right, and the NATO, which goes into the 10 horns, are all going to hate America, because the harlot is riding upon the beast. All right, but this bitch America is going to do something very soon that's going to stir up these nations against them, and we're going to see how much this place really hates this place. Okay, how much these other nations really hate America. Okay. Hey, so with that, I want to close this up. I want to give all the glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwarash. Until next time, Shalom.